Yeah. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, friends, wherever you have joined from. Thank you very much for being with us today. Today is day 15th of 41-day meditation program, and we have Master Sirish here from New Jersey. He has been in meditation since his age of 17 years, so it's been quite of decades, and he has very much all his life interest is about spirituality. He has many experience, mystical experiences with Devi sadhana and other practices and chanting, and he's associated with the PSSM for some time now. So he's going to take us through the topic is awareness today, and all of us know awareness is the key for any meditation or spiritual practice. So thank you very much, Sirish, for joining us, and over to you. Very good luck.
Thank you. Uh, thank you, Sanjay. Um, so today, my topic is awareness. As we are aware of ourselves right from the beginning of our birth, that we exist, we always transit the awareness through the time. And that's why we know the time. The the time is basically collection of experiences that we have passed through, and that is through the awareness. Awareness is basically a cognitive experience that we try to find out ourselves where we are and what we are doing and what is the situation we are in. The registration of time or registration of the experience, we can call that as awareness. Awareness can be in many dimensions, right? For very different people, like politicians can be aware of something, sportsmen can be aware of something, right? Everybody has different dimension of awareness that that is serving the purpose or the subject that they're with, the actions they're working on, the activity that they do. They limit their awareness to that function. With respect to the meditation, when we talk about awareness, we basically want to know what we are. Our objective is to understand ourselves fully. In order to understand ourselves fully, we are asked to do be aware of your breath, be aware of your surrounding, be aware of sensations, right? So this awareness, what are we really doing and who is doing it, right? So what is the decision making faculty that is basically making sure that I'm aware of that or I'm open to this, who is receiving it and who is processing it? Is there a processing involved once we receive that information, right? And the awareness, is it a process or awareness is a being of watching what is going on, right? There's a lot of things that are in sequential or in process of understanding what is going on in the state of observation, right? In the process of observation, what exactly is going on? My brain is working, my cognitive um, perceptions, understanding of that perceptions, evaluating, I'm in danger right now, I'm going to fall, I just want to position myself in a safer place, things like that. Being aware of ourselves, where we are, what are we doing, am I at the danger, right? These are very important part of our cognitive alertness. Awareness is also an alertness, right? I'm aware. Now with respect to the meditation again, right? Am I aware of myself? Am I aware of myself? When was first time I was aware of myself? The, the myself that I'm understanding right now, is that changing? Is that different? Is it same? What is it that I'm aware of as when we call it as myself? If you try to connect the dot of that presence of being, you will see that presence of my being, myself, is so continuous, is so, I won't say it is a static, but it is continuous. It's open for expressions, it's open for perceptions, it's open for learning, but it is the same, it is exactly the same that was born 40, 50, 60 years back. That is the awareness of me and the self. That is the continuous existence of myself. I'm not scared of my past, or I'm not scared of my beginning, because I don't see it. I have been there as a nature of myself. I don't cease to exist in the past. I don't see my beginning if I go back. When I was like 17, I think about 10th grader, I try to experiment myself going beyond my experiences. What is my first memory of myself? I was able to go, when I was in meditation, I was able to go stages by stages, like, today, last week, 1 month back, 6 months back, what I was doing, 7 years back, 10 years back, 20 years back. And then I found out that I was able to remember the point of first interactions with me, with a second person in this planet. And that was my father, actually. And he was just taking me out of my mother's, So, and I also remember they cut the wire that comes from my mother's womb. So I was able to get to that, and then I was able to push it further, my memory. So there was an awareness that time. I was aware of what was happening inside my mother's womb, and I was aware as I was progressing in time. But I see a non-changing, continuous, experiencing self. I saw that, which did not change. Absolutely, I'm the same person which was then. The only thing changes is my covering. I got awareness to that level. I was able to differentiate changing self and non-changing self. The moment I stabilize myself into the non-changing self, I see I'm at the same place also. I did not change, but I did not move. My locus of pointer, my location did not change. In fact, there's nothing else to change. I'm kind of a grounded, motionless being, experiencing the expressions from the surrounding, moving along with the change. only with the experience. So that, I think, is the root of the awareness from which the consciousness emerges as an infinite, eventful drama that is happening, and the witness that we are, that continuous existence. That's what I see, Shivoham, Shivoham, when I was. There's a story in Vedanta, right? When Brahma and Vishnu, they challenge themselves that who is the greatest, right? And they go to Shiva, and then Shiva shows them a continuous stream of beam and asks them to find out. And that is the beam that doesn't end and doesn't begin, right? That is the Shivoham. So that Shivoham is in everyone that got initiated in our body, that possessed that hold on of our body. And with the awareness of the self, we are trying to be aware of temporary situations, temporary surroundings, temporary positions, time, and space where you are, which is absolutely important. But at the meditation, to get into the grounded situation where you can feel the self within you to the depth of existence. In fact, that is the self which is continuous beyond the time. In fact, state of continuation also related to time. So we cannot even say it is continuous because continuity itself is a time measurement. So it is just there. Tat Sat. Just there. That is the truth. We cannot even say there or here because there is no space in there. So I think that is the awareness that every meditator is looking for. The awareness of the self within. So there are multiple examples of how to reach to the same pointer of self that I try to experiment upon. I used to get up 5 o'clock in the morning and go to the college. And just before that, I used to do sometimes, like half an hour, 1 hour. If you can study, I used to study, and but the travel times used to start somewhere like 6:30 to 7:30, and 8 o'clock I used to have classes. When I reached there in the college or in the office, this has happened multiple times. I found myself that I did not move actually. Early morning it is to happen, and I think many people would be experiencing that. So you start in the morning, you travel, and you just try to connect. Hey, wait a minute. All my travel that I did just now, it did not just happen. I'm at the same place. Consciously, awareness-wise, if you are at the source of yourself, sometimes you feel that you did not move. I think that registration is very important, that you can identify your being as a motionless, locationless, omniscient, or we cannot even say omniscient because that's the nature, you are everywhere. But the presence of being without depending on the location is, I think, is the experience that we get. And if you can trace that, that would be real awareness, that you can be connected to the divine self within you. And that is Atmic experiences that you can connect to. For me, that is the awareness of the being self-awareness. And I try to find that between the meditations. I try to find that between my locations. I try to find that between the wakeful state and the sleeping state. Where am I? When I'm awake and when I'm sleeping, where am I in that? Like, what is my status quo? When I'm sleeping, what exactly is happening? Am I really there? Yes, I'm there. I know I'm there. What happens that self that is sleeping when we wake up? That transitioning point, if you're aware of then the transition, I think you have a key to connect to that being, or connect to that physical transformation or physical transition of cognitive awareness from physical being to different realms of your existence. That includes astral existence and other existence. The awareness that I just spoke was about the awareness of the self, the root existence, Atmic existence. In between, there are multiple layers of existence, which we will learn as we transition from full awareness of the daytime and the deep sleep time. So if you can be aware in between the transitions, then you will see the realms of your conscious bodies or conscious existence. So every level, your awareness can be different based on what perseverance we can get and how consistent you are on each of those layers, and how can you really retrieve those memories and collect that awareness. But for me, when I was starting my journey, those were not known to me, and I did not really give importance to that, because I was just wanting to find out who I am I. I was trying to get to the root of being. I was trying to dig into the self, which is me, which cannot be broken into pieces again, which cannot be divided into time again, which was solid in the sense of rock solid me, beyond any experience of time, beyond any division of experiences, slices of time. That's me, which is continuous. I was able to get that. I was able to relate it when I engaged my mind into one thing. And I was chanting that time. So I was able to chant, and I was able to concentrate, or divert my mind into the chanting such a way that my bottom level of the self started showing me on my surface, which I could see and experience my being. And you will see, once you are aware of that, you will be aware of the self that is beyond the physical appearance that you see outside you. So you probably will see the self that you are aware of within. That self is actually existing in everything that you see outside you. So you will able to connect that omniscient quality of being, of presence, every particle that you see outside you. So that is, I think that is the path towards the enlightenment. And I was able to touch it at one point of time, but I'm not in because of everything else that goes on with life. I was not able to catch hold of that. But once I touched it, and everybody, I think, in this lifespan is able to touch that omniscient quality of being if you are trying to touch it. So, awareness of whole, that is what my focus on this conversation. Whole omniscient being, that is Shivoham, Shivoham, or Brahmasmi, whatever you call it. That is all it is. So, but it's it's really beautiful experiencing life that we have, and we need to really appreciate the way this is created by the divine and how we are placed into it, how we are getting challenges, how we are meeting those challenges, and how we are addressing it. It's so beautiful that it's just a game. It doesn't really matter, but we take things so seriously. But understanding the references, understanding the purpose of each role that we play is important. And awareness will give that exposure to us.
Yes, some time check, Sirish. So
Yeah.
we'll get into meditation also.
Yeah. So I think this is what I had gathered up till now about the awareness. So, any questions or any?
Very wonderfully explained, and we'll get towards question and answer and after meditation. So let's get into meditation. Would you be guiding? It was
Sure.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
I'm going to start the music.
Music.
Yeah.
Okay. I will start music. Maybe you can start.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
So you can, as usual, you can cross your legs, put your hand in the lap with fingers going across. You can close your eyes. Position yourself in a relaxed mode, comfortable sitting posture. Try to keep the vertical column straight up. Make sure your hands are on your lap and your body is straight up. You're relaxed. You'll be sitting like this next 20 minutes. So try to be in a better position that you can keep up like that. So we'll take 4 deep breath, and then we'll continue with the routine meditation. We'll start with the breathing, focusing on the breathe, and then we will go to the body parts, and we'll come back for awareness meditation routine. So usually I first establish the base of a relaxed state of mind. So for that, let's breathe in deep 4 times. Breathe in, hold for a minute, for a count of 3, and then relax. Let it go. Breathe in again. Hold for 3 counts and let it go. Take in, breathe again. Hold and relax. Let it go. Observe your body from the top of your head, going down to the eyes, to the cheekbones, down below to your throat, chest, right hand side and left hand side. Just watch it. Let it relax. The chest, watch it. Your tummy, watch it. Smile at it. It's been working for you forever, ever since you're born. All parts, body parts, are been working continuously to keep you alive. Connect with them as a friend. Go down below your intestine and lower body parts. Just acknowledge their existence. They're working hard. Don't stop. Going down the lower part of your abdomen to the right side of the leg, knees, and the feet and the toes. Just observe them. Observe the left side of your limb. Eyes, knees, feet, and the toes. Just relax them. You're going to come down and breathe into them, each of the body part, appreciating their role in our life, thanking them. Let's focus the forehead. Appreciate the work that it does, challenges it faces. Request it to relax completely. Completely relax. Ask it to relieve all the stress that it has been capturing. It's the wonderful partnership that we have. Intelligent. Thinking everything that it does for us. Just relax. Focus on your eyes. Try to relax it as much as you can. It gives us the visibility to the world. Thank you for it. Thank it for all the work that it has been doing. Relax every nerve. Breathe into the body and relax it. Breathe into the parts of the body and relax it. Focus on your face, the cheeks, the bones, and the jaws. Relax it. Gives you all that you want to express, ability to express, ability to eat, ability to breathe. All of that is done by the face. Breathe in, relax it, breathe out. Be aware of the neck portion of yours. Neck is the respect that we have. We get respect with all that we do. Appreciate that personality and appreciate that work that neck is doing for you, keeping your head up, keeping all the functions going. Relax it within. Going to the chest. Breathe in, breathe out. Chest. Gives you all the heart, lungs. These are the parts. Appreciate them. Continuous work that they're putting in for you. Relax. Be aware. Appreciate their existence and the partnership that they are giving to you. Breathe in, breathe out, relax. Going towards the tummy, lower part of your abdomen part. You're relaxing all the internal organs, identifying their roles, appreciating their continuous efforts to keep us alive and active. Giving them, acknowledging them, energy, give the energy to them, relax. Breathe in, breathe out. Going down to the lower abdomen, acknowledge the body parts, breathe in and breathe out. Acknowledge their parts, acknowledge their roles, appreciate each and every body part, relaxing them. Move downwards towards the bones, thighs, right leg, relax it completely. Knees, relax the knees, appreciate the role that it is playing for you. Lower leg, relax it. Ankle, relax the ankle, relax the feet and the toes. Let's do the same thing on the left hand side, left leg side. Relax each of the body part, one by one, breathing in and breathing out. Thighs, relax the thighs. Relax the knees, the left leg, ankle, and the feet. Relax it. Now that you relaxed all the body parts, sense the team spirit that you have in the body. The cells that they want to work for you. Acknowledge every cell part of your body. They are united with us, united with the cause of life that we have. I am in union with each of these cells. Each cell that is in me is me. It's me. I am in that cell. I am living in that cell. That's me. Recognize that self in the cell and the self that I am. Express the love and unity of purpose, knowing the self. Appreciate every cell identity and my own identity. It's me. Appreciate into all that is happening and the occasion that we are with. That is life. And connect. The self within your own body parts. There is an infinite love that each body part is expressing towards us, living for us, working for us, non-stop. Their unconditional love for us. Sense it, appreciate it. Be aware of it. Acknowledge it. See yourself dwelling in each of them. When you move your consciousness to them, to each part of the body, just try to relax it. Breathe in, breathe out, relax the body. As you see yourself now, your consciousness is spread all over the body. You are aware of the whole body at the same time. All the body parts are connected, united, living together. You're working together towards the same goal that we all have. Connect within. Breathe in, breathe out. You can focus on the top of your head, around the cerebral hemisphere. Breathe in and breathe out. You can imagine a golden light coming through from your solar plexus. The divine light is bursting through your solar plexus throughout your body. You as a unified self with your body, each and every part of your cells are getting the yellow light coming through the solar plexus, going through each and every part of your body, relieving it, from everything that is painful, rejoicing in happiness. The light is flowing through from head to toe all over the body. The body has become light, like a bulb. Yellow light going through all the nerves and the veins and the blood and the body parts and the cells. Each body cell has become a bulb, reflecting the light that is coming in from the top of your head. Divine light that is coming and rejuvenating each part of your body. It's like joyful celebration, tingling sensations all over the body. Every part of your body is now rejoicing. Acknowledging the teamwork that we are all doing. Singing and dancing. Beautiful, sparkling lights coming all over us. Feel the light coming continuously. Acknowledge the self watching it. The self that is not just at the top of your head, but also at the toes. Unified being. Who is that? See, how is that different? Is it a different? The last time that you meditated, has it moved at all? Is there a time lapse? Is there a time at all that is experienced anywhere in that realm? Observer is always at the same place. Knowledge it. And your horizon. As much as you can. Of that self. Feel the complete, feel the whole. There's nothing to be excluded. There's nothing that is not within. Remove all the dual existence and feel the complete self. is nothing but me. I am that. All over, everywhere. There is no two things. It's just me. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath again. Feel your presence everywhere. Feel it. There's nothing to afraid about. There's nothing to worry about. It's me everywhere. Take another deep breath. Feel the sensation at the tip of your toes. Come up as you come up. Take a deep breath. You can start moving your fingers. Come up. Move your fingers, rub your hands, touch your eyes, relax your face, and you may open your eyes. Thank you. So I hope you guys.
It was wonderful, Sirish, wonderful, wonderful guided meditation. I don't want to come out even. And the deep insight you give, the wisdom you give on awareness, amazing, amazing. Your own experiences and how it relates to even pre-birth memories. Wow, there was like striking one. And then the types of awareness, it's beyond like the primordial awareness is beyond time and space. So that was wonderful concept. Thank you very much. Very deep insight. Really, very deep insight. It's like tons of book reading into 15-minute session. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Masters, anybody, anything you want to share, please feel free to unmute yourself and share, or any question you have for Shirish ji. Please feel free to ask.
Hi, hi Sirish. I'm Trimurtulu from Deliver.
Yeah,
Nice talk. Actually, it's a nice presentation. I have one question.
sure.
The question is, um, awareness is a natural process. Is it required any training? Do you think we need training is necessary for that process?
Not really. If you see, the intention has to be clear, right? If you
Yeah,
want to be in everything, actually, nothing really needs to be trained. I mean, training is necessary only when person gets stuck, right?
yeah,
But if you see, right, we are representer of the divine soul within us. Everybody has the soul, and it has all the knowledge. We created our own skin, we created our own eyes, we created everything that we have right now as a body. So knowledge is there. The only thing is ambiguity and conscious acceptance of the reality. So we are not accepting all the facts at a given point of time because we are having our own focus on certain priorities. So the priorities are once the intention is clear, that I have to run the race and I have to be first. That is the intention. You will do everything that is needed to be done. So that is and Guru is only guide. Guru is actually, making sure that his intentions are clear and guiding him on his own path. He's only giving him a direction, right? So if you have a will, like see, I mean, we have so many examples in our Mahabharata, right? Eklavya, he learned everything, and he was better than Arjuna, only by intention, right? The knowledge was there. The knowledge comes to you, you know like, I was listening to Guru Shlok this morning. So it says that everywhere the Guru is in every particle of life. So everything that is there is there. Training is only kind of discipline. Training is only discipline, right?
yes. What I mean, for example, if you are studying mathematics or physics or chemistry, we need to train that. Then we can think in such a way to design the projects or whatever it is. But for meditation or is it required such type of training for the to get awareness?
No, you're already aware. You don't need training. Like, it's like that, right? You see your mom. Do you want to learn how to run towards your mom,
No.
right? So, I mean, yes, it's to some degree. I mean, if you're running on the stone or if you're running in the water, there is a water there. You see, you see, if you're seeing your mother in the boat there and you want to run towards it, you cannot just pass it. In that situation, I think you probably did some training, because you probably will be going through water or fire or whatever hurdles that you have. Depending on the people's situation, they probably need some training. And for me, my thirst was so much that I was able to connect the dots. But then, yes, if a person has a block or a resistance on the way, then probably yes, definitely.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, it's Ranju. Thank you so much for the meditation and the session. It was really great. Meditation was it's just awesome. Uh,
Thank you.
just I just had one question, right? How to keep aware? What are some of the techniques I could use to keep myself aware? I started off with awareness, then it fizzles off. What are some of the day to day, and I'm just starting, so it's how can I be aware throughout the day to maintain that awareness?
Yeah, awareness is a natural phenomena, right? So what I find, when I don't know whether you have done the Gurakesha, right? When body is relaxed and it is giving you all the perceptions, right?
Right.
All the interactions and all the, you can see things, you can sense things, and all of that is happening, and you are able to you can get all the information and process the information. I think that is the right healthy state of mind, right? And
Right.
I think for awareness, as the previous question was, you may need a training, because a lot of times, if you're thinking about awareness, going to office and not able to carry all the things that you need in the office, like not you are not aware whether you have taken the headphone with you, you are not aware if whether you have the gate pass or whatever ID that you have to have in the
Mm-hmm.
office, right? Awareness of those objectives or those items, for that you definitely need a discipline. You need to practice certain things and put them into habits, and that way you can automate them. But you definitely have to have, if you are thinking awareness in day-to-day things, then 110% you need to have a discipline training to mind, because mind works through the training and mind works through the discipline. And once you are in habit of that,
Mm-hmm.
you are okay with that. But being aware of everything at all the time is not that easy. It is not just possible. It's to a lot of times, because we are focused. The problem we have is we try to push so many thoughts in one time. Like, I want to do good in my office tomorrow. Today I have X amount of meetings, and I have to do this and this and that. At the same time, I have to find out, what did I carry today? Did I get my lunch? Did I get my, all the things that I need to use in the office? So rushing into the details, rushing into the time, getting the enough time to prep yourself to go anywhere and be aware of what you need, those are the time management and the, a kind of a management areas, right? And that definitely you need to be prepared, and that cannot be um, considered as a spiritual meditational awareness. That is more of materialistic. And when the material comes in, mind comes in. Mind has to be trained to manage the material. So material activities and mental training is absolutely important. And that's why we go to school, and that's why we have a discipline, and that's why we manage things. But having meditation gives you more time. When you go thoughtless, and when you practice thoughtless as part of any meditation, Gurakesha or any other things, so your capacity increases, because the gap between thought increases. The say, for example, in 10 minutes you get 100 thoughts in normal situation example. Instead of 100 thoughts, you just get 10 thoughts, and those 10 thoughts are diverse, taking you away from your routine, right? Say, for example,
Mm-hmm.
you're stitching something and you get 100 thoughts. You probably will start thinking something else about the TV serial or a movie or whatever. You lose the focus in what you're doing. Most likely you will not be able to do it properly, right? Likewise,
Got
if
it.
the 10th thought comes in, you probably will do it much better and more efficiently. Your decision making power, which is in between those 10 thoughts, will be more efficient. Your intuition will be better. You can plan better. Whatever you say becomes the fully thought through statements. So you are well prepared. you are ready to do. So I think for any awareness, thoughtless state is important. Thoughtless state, not having any thought or gap between two thoughts, needs to be more and more and more and more. More you have that, you are open for all the extra sensory perceptions in your routine day. Like, you will be able to find out what other person is going to do in 5 minutes later. Or if something is going to fall, like 9/11 is going to happen, you probably sense it because those events are coming in the realm of physics, and your consciousness is beyond physics. So things you will know before it happens. And if any bad event is going to happen, you will be able to navigate through the bad event in much efficient way. I have experienced it actually. I have experienced this one when I went to advanced course with Art of Living, and I was silent for 7 days. There was plenty of gap between the thoughts, plenty. So I was able to see things, events happen, going to come to me. I was able to sense it, and I was able to make a joke in that event, and so the event actually gets diverted into a blissful or a happy situation. That happens a lot.
Oh, wow. That's so powerful to have that kind of ability, for sure. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Thank you.
Yeah, the follow-up question, if you train the mind to make awareness, is there any chance the mind is overcoming our awarenesses? Like sometimes the whatever like a seventh sense or sixth sense or something, is it there is a possible to overcome that one and mind is coming into the picture and that is creating a role like it to make you things better towards better for you?
Actually, there's only two things: self and the mind, right?
Yes.
Creation is a mind, self is a self, right?
Yes.
So when we are aware, we are only aware of the mind, whether it is created mind or it is a mind, it's a thinking mind or it is a cognitive mind. All the senses are mental products, right?
Yeah.
Whatever we sense is through the mind, and mind is the challenging, you know, entity which we need to manage, and we need to make a friend of mind. We cannot going against it. Mind is not something that we need to, we cannot pamper it, or we cannot, we should discipline it because that has to help us to get where we want to go. Once it knows the self, and I think that is the thread that I was trying to touch today, that once you touch yourself, your mind will love it, because it is, the self is so divine, and it has extreme sense of, love. You will start crying, your mind will start crying when you touch that bottom of your mother's, divine, touch. That sensation of divinity within you is so loving that eyes will start pouring, water, like, you will start crying. It's a deep emotion. So mind melts when you touch the self, a pure self within you. That's what my experience is. I started crying that time, uh, you know. But the thing is, mind try to play games with you all the time, and you need to know that, right? Your
Yes.
objective is to connect with the self. Once you try to connect to the self, mind will come. It's like a mind is like a playful dog, right? It is.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. I got it.
Yeah, yeah. It will be staying. We cannot go anywhere else. Mind has to stay with the self.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. I got it.
Yeah.
Anyone else, Master? You have great opportunity to.
Shirish ji, so such a wonderful points you put together, very deep insights. I am really mind blown here. So, and you're sharing especially your experience that, you were aware, during your sleep and your wakeful state, which is, everybody is looking for, right?
Yeah.
And you also mentioned the great point, the self is, continuous being. So in order to experience that, we have to be continuously aware of it.
Now you are aware of it. You are not acknowledging it.
Yeah, I don't know how to acknowledge it. Maybe if you can help us, how to acknowledge, how to be in that continuous state. Oh,
It
I
is
don't know if
continuous
there are
state. If you
techniques or
just
tips.
look at it, the thing is we are not looking at it. Now, if you sit tight, be in a meditation, look at yourself, right? When you look at yourself, you see the observer. You don't see the object of observation. You see the person who's observing the observation, right? That self. Okay, now you see that self. Now you see that self when you were born, or when you see that self yesterday in your cafeteria. What was that doing? It was there. That self was there. It was very much there. Is it changed? I don't see it is changed. It is the same thing. And I think it is exactly at the same place that I'm finding it right now. Any moment you feel it, because that's you. You did not move an inch because there is nothing else to move, and it is all it is.
Yeah,
So if you can touch that sensation within you, and you are actually, the problem is we are running away from it. It's like a spinning ball,
yeah,
and we don't know the ground when the ball is spinning. And it's a gravity that is gravity is telling us that I'm here. Feel the gravity within. Mind is spinning ball. Self is the gravity holding the tide to the ground, and the ground is the omniscience divinity, I
yeah,
can say.
That means the mind is playing, overcoming the awareness.
Mind is projecting the awareness.
Okay.
Whatever is aware is fake. Only awareness is true, is the self.
yeah,
What you see outside is the realm of making you educated of the self. Everything that you see is the melodrama or drama of material and mind. The mind is the material result of your thought. So if you see the self, primordial self, that is not born. Actually, that is not going to die. And that is what you see when you go within the deep sleep. Silence of being, silence of self, silence within you. That, in fact, when you touch it, when you really feel it, you are beyond time. And sometimes I feel when you wake up, I can be a 5 years old boy, or maybe 40 years old man, or whatever. So time, I don't even know how old I am at that point of state of self, because time doesn't exist when you are at your own self. So just feel that is existing within you. Only thing is you have to feel it. You feel that, who is that person who is waking up and sleeping? Is there a common relationship between that? How do I know it is the same person who woke up? The
yeah,
common realm of sensation within you, which is not changing its state. Only the awareness changes from sleep to wakeful state. only awareness changes. And that is the awareness of the mind, as you rightly said. It's awareness of the mind. Mind is the cause of the awareness. Awareness of me being there is helped by the mind to feel it. If the mind was not there, I won't be aware of myself. I'll be dormant. The whole creation is not there. It's a partnership within the mind and the self that I'm able to experience myself. The experience is an event. And that is because of the mind, I'm keeping track of it. Mind is my Ganpati. It keeps a track of everything. And my mother and father gave me the Atma. So it keeps tracks of everything. It keeps the creation. It does without discrimination. It doesn't even know what is good and bad. Ganpati does. The self within and the divine Ganesha within is doing all the things that you wish to do. Be mindful what you want to wish. So if you are putting some agenda before your mind, soul, and the creative faculty, it's going to go on creating it. Realizing that errors, realizing those mistaken acts that we have done so far, and recovering back to the origin is the process of self-realization. I mean, that is the realization itself. And then you revert back to, oh, I made this many mistakes. Oh, okay, this shouldn't be like that. You go on correcting your path, and then you see everything. You see everything. You come closer to the how it should be. But all of that is a training material. The world itself is a training material for us. We have to learn from every event that is happening. Every individual here is for training us. Our every experience and every scream and shout and expressions out here are for learning. I mean, objective has to be clear that where you want to go. Nobody can stop you going there.
I really seriously love your talk, Sirish. So I wish I could hear more from you.
I'm getting out of time, but we will continue all day.
Yeah.
I have a question, Sirish.
Yeah.
So when you are observing, I like when I am meditating, I saw two types of two different ways. When I'm meditating, when you're saying become the observer. So when I'm becoming the observer, I am not looking inside. I felt like I am out of my self, like I am out of this physical thing. Look, I am on a third point outside, and then I am looking at so no, I am looking at the third point, not within me. Like I am inside, I'm closing my eyes, I am breathing in and breathing out, but my attention is outside on my at my observer. The other way I looked at, I was trying to do is, I close my eyes, I'm sitting, and my attention is within the inside, completely inside me. So I tried both the. Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, right?
Were you getting what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. I see where you are. The thing is, your understanding of the self is very much in the limited circumference, or what you call edge, or a boundaries, right? And you try to go beyond the boundaries and see yourself, right?
Okay.
So the first thing is you don't have boundary actually. There's nothing outside and there is nothing inside. Everything is inside you. Okay, whole creation is inside you. In fact, the Ganesha or a Ganpati or a Shiva or a Shakti or anything that is created or anything that is known is inside you. You are the everything.
Right.
Okay, you are not going out of the body. Everything
Right.
is inside you. Okay, in fact, you are not going anywhere anyways.
True.
Because there's nothing else there. Is that Tvamasi. I am that, right? So you as the self is the only thing that ever existed. So all that you are experiencing is the dream state of this conscious levelness.
Right.
Okay, and this is the Brahman's dream, the Brahma's dream, as we call it in Sanatan Dharma, right? Is the Brahma's dream that we live in, because it's a common dream that we are part of. It's a cosmic dream that we are part of.
Right.
Right? So that machinery called that cognitive mind is creating this. Okay, it's only mind. It doesn't have. It has been programmed. Now we know because of the computers, right? It has been programmed to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? It's a linked list of all the events that are going to happen in the whatever time that he has set up, right? We are part of it as a cognitive self, right? But at the same time, we are that element of expression, or I wouldn't say expression, experience, right? So we are that pointer of experience, a locus of point, a window of the creation. We are experiencing this from this interface of body.
Right.
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 So practically speaking, you are everything that is there. Okay. Everything is made up of you. Okay. Whatever you see, the bed, the wall, the building, the sun, the moon, the earth, planetary system is part of you.
Right.
Because there is nothing else. There is nothing else. It is only experiential. It is only experiential what you see. What you see is only experiential. You are not going out of the body. You are not coming inside the body. You are not actually born, and you are not going to die. Because you as a soul is only thing that exists. Everything else is a dream, right? And of course, it has a meaning of knowledge transitioning and realization pointer. Once you realize each and every bit of it, you will find that time doesn't move, time did not move, and you did not move. And as you go closer to that, everything gets more and more clear to you. So don't trap yourself when you're doing meditation. Let it go. Even if it is experiencing, observe it, learn from it, and be thankful to it. And once that you do, that is the purpose of it. You had an experience, you had a great experience. Don't get tied to those experiences, because those are only the experiences. Your reality is the self which is within you, which you need to touch and feel, which is actually looking forward for appreciation. So the thing is, if you see, right, we are craving to go to the mother, that actually the soul of us, right? We are craving to get there. And it also wants to get to us. It is all that confusion and misunderstanding that we have about ourselves, our objectives, our accounts of all that thing. Oh, I did this, I should have got that position. I did that, I have this, I don't have this. My son is like this, my whatever it is, right? All the stories and dramas that we have accumulated on our way of multiple lives, that is actually got compressed and blocking us to go to see the divinity within us. And that is the work log. I'll say, okay, I'll do this and this and that, then I will do this, and then I'm going to meet and see my mother, right? So we are trying to get an excuse to delay our divine union, and that has been our habit. Because of that, it got delayed so much, and it's just, it can be as casual as possible, right? If your parents are around you, you would go to meet her very often. But now the distance has been created so much by our own actions that we are trying resistance within us. It's all about taking the baggage and keeping it down and hands free and do what you want to do. So problem is the baggage that we carry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you. Such a profound knowledge, such a profound experience. That was the right, apt topic for you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
then.
you, Arun.
So
Are you still recording?
I think we are above the
Yeah, we are.
time now, so maybe
Yeah, we were well past our time since the topic so interesting. So we continued.
yes.
Yeah.
So thank you, Sirish. We will have, a longer session with you. So
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, it all like, it's it all happened that way, that it should be Friday, so people are not going to office today. Everything happens for a reason.
yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Very
Thank
much.
you, guys.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sanjay, for hosting. So we'll meet again tomorrow.
Master.
Thank you.